Before I go to sleep, I want to talk to y'all about something that I learned and came to the realization about, and want to be transparent about it so that I can help someone else in their journey with finances or money or whatever. So, as y'all know, and I will like keep bringing it up because I learned so much from this move. I moved from North Carolina to Texas, right? And I used to live with my parents. I now live with my brother. I pay rent, I pay my bills, I pay for groceries and all this shit, right? When I lived with my parents, I had a really good income. I still have a really good income. I just have more bills now. But I didn't pay any bills. The only bill that I paid was my car note, and sometimes I paid something here and there. And then I didn't pay for any groceries. I like would budget, and I like tried to prepare myself for moving out. And good, I did that. I prepared myself. I was able to budget my money. I did everything that I needed to do to prepare myself, to move out and be the big girl that I am. So let me just start from the beginning. I lost my job and it made me, I went into debt because, like, obviously I was using my credit cards and shit, which is cool, okay, but the number one thing that put me into debt was emotional spending. Bitch, I had never thought about emotional spending. Oh, I don't know if y'all know, I was never an emotional person. So I used to not feel anything. I used to be like a numb girl. And so recently, like 2024, 2025, I started to really connect with my emotions and like really tap into what I feel and allowing things to flow, allowing myself to sit in discomfort. And so with that, when I lost my job, I was in really good spirits, not got to lie. So I was in really good spirits. I felt like, you know what, Nita, this was meant to happen. Fuck Mercedes Benz, bitch. I don't give a fuck. You know? Like, I'm gonna find something better. Everything happens in your favor, blah blah blah. All this shit, 2 months pass, still no job. Still using my fucking credit card. So now I'm like not in good spirits. Now I don't even know what the fuck I want to do. Now I'm like, bitch, how the fuck am I gonna pay my bills? Anyways, I ended up, using my credit cards, and I found myself, now that I'm reflecting on why I have so much debt in 2 months, is because I found myself swiping my cards. Okay, let me just say really quick before I even continue, girl, whatever you do, do not put your credit cards on your Apple Wallet. That is one of the most dangerous shits y'all can do. Like, that's one thing that I did. Girl, don't do it. It's a fucking trap. Don't do it. And also, I do want to say, prior to me building my debt and credit, I had prior knowledge on credit cards. I know about credit utilization. I know about paying back my credit cards, and I've watched my credit score go up. I specifically opened a credit card at 18 so I can build my credit. I know about all of this shit, girl. All of this shit went out my brain the minute I was feeling lonely. I was feeling lost. I was feeling sad. I was feeling unfulfilled. All of that shit went out the fucking door when I felt that way. And this was happening slowly. It became a pattern, and it became something that I wasn't in control of. And I want to share it with y'all so that y'all realize it's a real thing. Emotional spending is real, bitch. I didn't have the funds to be buying the things that I did, but I found myself going to coffee shops and buying $10 coffees, I found myself going to fast food all the time, buying fast food. I found myself buying cute little candles. I found myself buying all this unnecessary shit that I didn't need. And not only that, but I everything that I bought was always under, like, it was a minimum, right? It was a minimum, probably under $10 or something like that. Sometimes not even, like, sometimes I would get a big ass fucking meal from McDonald's, bitch. I'm talking about Big Mac, large fry, large Dr. Pepper, McChicken, dessert, and a mocha frappe. I used to be like filling my face because I was so sad. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't want to bash anyone who uses food as a comfort. But for me, it just wasn't a healthy coping mechanism for me, and it wasn't healthy for myself, my body, and it definitely wasn't healthy for my pockets, bitch. Cause I'm trying to fix it now. But the reason why I bring that up is to tell y'all, like, all of these things, they started to build up. And the reason why I was spending those things, the reason why I was buying these coffees, these little candles, these meals from McDonald's, Wingstop, Popeyes, Cane's, fucking In-N-Out, Whataburger, the reason why I was buying these is to fulfill something in me. It was to fill this void of being unfulfilled and trying to exteriorly feel something within me. It was to get that slight hit that something in my life is quote unquote going right, that something in my life is able to fill me, that something in my life is able to give me some kind of spark. And yeah, that little coffee, going to get a little coffee, sitting down on my iPad, yeah, it's cute. It's giving the life I want to live, you know, going to little coffee shops, being bougie. That's the kind of life, yeah, that's what I want to do. Going to get little cute candles, lighting the candles, cute little scene, taking a bath, nice little candles, cute. That's what I want to do. It's fulfilling, you know. But all of these things are only fulfilling for a moment, you know. All of these things aren't necessarily benefiting me for the absolute best. Like, these things are fulfilling me for a moment. The candle's gonna go out, I'm gonna get done with this coffee and throw it away, and I'm gonna go back to feeling how I felt, because I wasn't prioritizing actually finding something that fulfilled me. I wasn't prioritizing sitting in the discomfort and allowing it. You know, like, I would sit in my uncomfortability of being sad. I would sit in my uncomfortability of feeling lost, and I would come to terms with it. But it was something that I was trying to top off. Almost like something I was trying to get rid of. Like, I was tired of feeling this way. I didn't want to feel this way anymore, so let me find something else that will make me not feel this way. But that's just not the reality. It's not just gonna go away así. Like, I'm not gonna be able to comprar cosas and it's gonna go away. No va a jalar así, porque las cosas que compras, it's not gonna cover it, bitch. It's not gonna, and I'm sorry for calling y'all bitches. Y'all really my girls. I'm really with y'all. We here. You feel me? We are here. But it's really not. It's not gonna do what we think it's gonna do. Because in the long run, even with my dead bitch, even after that, I still felt how I felt. And matter of fact, when I realized how deep I was in debt because of little things, majority little things, like, I would buy my groceries, I would buy my gas, I would buy the things that I needed to buy with my credit cards, but I also bought a whole lot of bullshit that added up to an even bigger bundle of bullshit that I have to take care of, which is fine. You live and you learn. I'm glad this happened at 21. I'm very grateful for the way my past has gone in life, but it's just something that I could have corrected. If I would have known about what was happening, maybe I could have done something about it. If I would have known and been aware of how everything was going, or where I was pouring my money and why, maybe I could have done something about it. And that's why I want to bring this to your attention, because I didn't realize that emotional spending was a thing. I kid you not, when I was in North Carolina, bitch, I was on top of my spending. I was on top of my spending. I made sure that I had a budget plan. I made sure that certain percentages of my income would go to something. One to bills, one to savings, and one to something else. I forgot what else it was. I think it was like spending money. And I just knew when I came over here that I was gonna bring that along, bring all my healthy habits on along, and these other habits and these other ways of thinking came to the light, and it just made me realize the things that I was avoiding, almost things that I had never noticed within myself. And now I'm in the position of, you know, picking up the pieces of where I felt like where I wasn't in control, and where I allowed the voids to be in control. And now that I'm in that position where I'm picking up my pieces and trying to get my ducks in a row, you know, now that I'm in the position of doing that, I'm so much, I intend and I try to be so much more intentional with my money. And now that I'm in a better position with my mind and better position in my life, and I'm doing more to take care of myself, now that I'm in that position, even when I do crave the fast food, even when I do crave the um the coffees, I'll really question it. Like, does this really add value to your life? Like, is this something you need, or is this something? It's just something you want? And don't get me wrong, it's cool to treat yourself, but I can still say that that emotional spending habit and that want for something to be like a spark, like a dopamine hit for me, sometimes still comes. The other day, I went to La La Land. I got two coffees. I got two drinks. I got a matcha and I got a carrot cake latte all for myself. And I got like two desserts and I didn't even finish everything that I got. I spent like $30 there, all because I didn't know what to do with my day. All because I woke up, no one was home, it's just me. I wanted to make sure that I was doing something with my day. So I got up, went to go get coffee, and I wanted to feel like I was doing something. That is an example of emotional spending. Because I didn't need to spend that. I just wanted to feel something. I wanted to feel like I was doing something. It was not something I needed to do. It was not something I needed to spend. And it was definitely not intentional in the correct ways that I wanted to be. It was not adding any value to my life. It definitely didn't. I came back home and still felt like, bitch, what am I going to do? Looking around like, what am I going to do today? When I could have woke up and did the same thing. Really sat and thought, like, what can I do today? But I didn't want to think about that. I didn't want to sit in my sorrow and feel like, because sometimes I feel like, yeah, girl, I've been here for 9 months and I still don't have any friends. And I still don't die. And I still don't blah, blah, blah. All this shit. Sometimes my brain can get there. But I'm in a position where I'm able to realize it. And I'm in a position where I'm able to get myself out of that now, thankfully. But that's what results in emotional spending and wanting to feel like I'm doing something and wanting to feel like I have something going for myself when in reality I do. I don't need to spend things and I don't need to receive things to feel that way. Because everything in my life right now, everything that I have is already so fulfilling for me. But if I turn my attention to make it seem as if I need these things for my life to be fulfilling, then yeah, I'm gonna feel unfulfilled. But if I realize about the fact that I live in an apartment with my lovely brother, we have an amazing relationship. If I come about the fact that I have a YouTube channel and I feel comfortable enough to record videos and share my errors and my trials and errors and I have a community that's growing. If I come about the fact that I lost my job, I got a whole nother job, and then I got another job after that is able to build my career, and I'm in a good position. And I stuck by my side, and I really did this shit. If I come about the fact and realize all of that shit, yeah, my life is fulfilling as fuck. Because I'm really Himothy. And I really did that. Anita will always show up for herself. But it's all about the perspective almost. And it's not like your perspective is gonna change overnight. It's not. It's all about consistently showing up for yourself and putting in the effort to almost change your thought patterns because you can. You can. And I want you all to become aware of what emotional spending looks like and intentional spending looks like. Almost reflect on it. Almost reflect on it. No, not even almost. Actually reflect on it. Do you spend emotionally? Do you spend to feel something? Or do you spend intentionally? Do you spend for things that add value to your life because you know what you're putting your money into? You know where you want to put your money into. This is intentional. I'm going to save this money and put it towards my gas. I'm going to, intentional spending. Fuck, like, I'm going to spend this money on my groceries for, like, this reason. Not because I'm spending, like, to get an emotional dopamine hit to make me feel something and to fill this void. Emotional spending is very, very dangerous, and it can get you in a rut. And I want y'all to become aware of it, because I wasn't aware of it, and I thought that I had my ducks in a row when it came to finances. Obviously, I'm 21. I'm still learning this shit. I'm still learning how it goes, and I'm not mad at it. But I definitely did have a really good confidence level on finances and money and credit and, you know, investments. I, you know, thought I was really doing this shit. I'm just learning as I go, and I'm very grateful for all that happened. And now I'm here to share with y'all. I'm here to share my errors with y'all, and I want y'all to look out for each other. I want to look out for y'all. I want to inspire women. I feel like finance and income is another thing that really helps us boost our confidence. It really helps us feel secure within ourselves. Having our own income, having a stable income, a steady income, and knowing where our money goes. Being in control of where our money goes, and knowing what flows in and out. I feel like that is, for me, I know for me, it definitely helps me feel more secure in myself, feel more secure in my habits, and feel more secure as a woman. So I want to help y'all feel the same within yourselves. I want to help y'all feel the same when you walk out, when you're spending money, when you buy your dinner. I want y'all to feel good about it. I don't want y'all to buy some shit, it hit for then, and then at the end of the day feel bad that you bought it, feel bad about your life. It didn't do anything for you in the long run. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a valuable cost, and now it cost you more emotionally than it actually did physically. Because at the end of the night, you're gonna regret what you spent. At the end of the night, you're still suffering with what you suffered with. At the end of the night, it was just for that moment. And that is something that I suffered with for a little bit. And again, I just wasn't aware that this was something that was real. And I am coming to share it with y'all. Because I don't know, like, I just didn't realize that emotional spending was real. Like, I would question myself, like, girl, why the fuck did I just buy that shit? Why the fuck did I just spend $50 at the movie theater? Like, why the fuck am I doing that? Okay, cool, I can take myself out. Yes, I don't want y'all to get it wrong or twist it. A cool little sweet treat here and there is cool. Treat yourselves, take yourselves out on dates. But the way I was doing this shit was ridiculous. Like, I was doing this shit way too often to feel some kind of buzz. And it wasn't it. And I just want to share it with y'all. That brings me to the end of this video. If y'all have any questions about anything with emotional spending or intentional spending, please let me know. I do plan on making a more educational, more factual video, because this specific video is based off my experience and what I experienced between the both of them. But I do want to bring a more statistical video about make a more statistical video about emotional spending versus intentional spending, and how the pros and cons within both of them. If y'all are interested in that, please let me know. I don't give a fuck if, honestly, I don't really give whatever. This brings me to the end of this video. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I am so grateful for any and every ounce of support. I am here for the girls. I am here to inspire, and I'm really passionate about all the content that I make. I'm so passionate about inspiring women and helping women learn to value themselves and really feel secure in who they are and how they move and how they live. I really want every single woman. I know what the reality is, but I really want every single woman to never settle for less in their life. I want them to love themselves and know their worth so much that they will not allow themselves to settle for less in their whole fucking life. Because there's some people out here that are gonna try to trick you out of this shit. Anyways, this is not the point. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting me in any ounce, any way that y'all do. I am really passionate about what I do. And thank you so much for being a part of my journey. Most importantly, thank y'all so much for allowing me to be a part of yours. It is such an honor. It's such an honor to be here. It's such an honor to be where I am with myself and to be on camera and posting it for the whole world to see. I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so grateful for everyone who's followed, every subscriber I have, every comment, every like, every viewer. Thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, girls.